of introducing Proton Technologies Canada. Proton Technologies' goal is to dramatically reduce the cost of energy at global scale. Proton's goal is to supply hydrogen at carbon intensity lower than zero at the lowest cost and with the smallest possible ecological footprint. Please welcome Grant Strem, CEO of Proton Technologies.
Hello, everybody. I'm here to talk about our method to produce hydrogen and our company to produce hydrogen. We can do it at the lowest cost by quite a wide margin. We can do it at a carbon intensity that's lower than zero, and we don't need to make any new ecological disturbances. This is a true, amazing clean energy opportunity. Today, millions of people per year are dying from air pollution. This is something that's not talked about enough, but needs airtime. And I believe that hydrogen will be a significant part of solving air pollution. How? Why? Well, abandoned oil sites can make hydrogen. When an oil field gets abandoned, usually it's more than half full. It's just no longer economically flowing to a wellbore. If we inject pure oxygen, we can save millions of lives and produce huge amounts of hydrogen in the process. How? Well, we use legacy assets. So there's old oil and gas wells, there's roads, power lines, pipelines all over the place, connected directly to these energy storage banks. We take oxygen out of the air and it goes into the oil field, and it reacts with the oil to produce huge amounts of hydrogen. The hydrogen is separated and everything except hydrogen can be left in the ground. This can be a zero emissions process. The most surprising part of it is the cost structure. So steam methane reforming makes 95% of the hydrogen today and has a lot of emissions associated with it. If you try and capture some of those emissions, then you end up with a higher cost. And there's always a need to buy more and more fuel to make the hydrogen. By contrast, old oil fields can sometimes be purchased for $1. There's somebody's abandonment liability on the wrong side of their balance sheet that can become a clean energy cash flow asset. The size of the market is huge. So energy is actually the whole market for hydrogen. 80% of the energy market, which is trillions of dollars, is carbon fuel related. Hydrogen's only 165 billion a year roughly today. But we expect, because we can produce hydrogen at lower cost than natural gas, base load electricity, heating, all sorts of industrial applications will be taken over by hydrogen. Why now? What's changed? Governments are trying to decarbonize, and there are hydrogen strategies being unrolled around the world commonly. Over the last 20 years, there's been significant breakthroughs in storage, use, and transportation of hydrogen. So now there's an urgent demand. The missing ingredient is low-cost hydrogen at large scale. Some of our unique differentiators, we have very strong IP and patents. We can make hydrogen cheaper than everybody else. We don't need any fresh water. We don't need a new ecological footprint. We've got a great team, about 60 people, and we're building, expanding from our initial Saskatchewan site into other areas. And we're quite excited about the future of low-cost clean hydrogen. Right now, we have revenue about $6 million this year, and it's projected to expand dramatically. There are customers waiting to sign up. We have a contract to sell electricity, and we're eager to build. So if you're interested in this investment, I'm very happy to talk to you in the breakout room. The minimum is $10,000. And we're trying at the moment to aggregate 30 million. Anyway, thanks for your attention.